Hi everyone, Master Duel Update Kevin here. If you didn't realize it, Red Raye is at 2 now, which is, I wouldn't say like a really big deal, but it low-key kinda is. The amount of times you can use Gnecco is now effectively doubles, which is always a plus. Anyways, although Linkage isn't here yet.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Wait, what? They got added? Nice. Therions have fortunately arrived though, and they're pretty okay with Striker. In this video, I'll quickly go over the relevant cards, since Therions aren't really meant to be played as like a pure deck, but rather as a complementary side engine for a lot of decks. And obviously you came to your boy Kevin for the best Therion Sky Striker Master Duel list. And like I said about my runic guide, which you can click on right here, this is not a guide on how to play Sky Striker pure. If you are interested in that, you can click on my written guide down below in the description. And since you're already there, don't forget to sub, like, and comment whatever if you liked what you saw and you want to see more. So let's get right into it. Therions are an archetype based on a Western zodiac signs or like astrology or whatever. So, you know I can't date Golden Lord because he's a Gemini and I'm a Scorpio girlfriend. By the way, fun fact, I'm a Libra and Raye is a Gemini, so we're compatible. Just letting you know that very important information. Anyways, there are cards that I've literally never seen anyone play. Here's a quick summary of what they do, I guess. But we're only gonna mainly talk in depth about the important cards, mainly King Regulus. Here's the effect. You can target one Therion monster or one machine monster in your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, equip that monster to this card. And basically the other effect is a negate. So if you didn't realize it already, it kind of reminds me of good old Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, but the negate version. All the striker links are machine monsters, so you can essentially get King Regulus for free from your hand. Unfortunately, if you're going first, it'll feel like you have to waste a link, which pro tip would probably be your green Raye. In my opinion, it isn't that big of a trade-off because with Red Raye at 2, and also you get a free negate. But I know you're thinking that kind of sucks because it'll shut off your Widow Anchor or other striker spells, but unlike DB, I feel like you can just shotgun this Omni Negate or whatever and you'll just have your striker spells. And here are some fairly common situations that might come up when you're playing. Remember that King Regulus negates the effect, not activation, kind of like Ash, meaning some situations like Branded Loss says activation, so you can still negate the Branded Fusion because again, it's an effect, not activation. Another thing that might come up is when your opponent activates Called By or DD Crows your graveyard target for a special summon, you can still special summon your King Regulus because King Regulus summon effect happens at the time of activation, which happened because you had something in the graveyard to target. But then whatever you had in your graveyard doesn't get summoned because it got banished. Yu-Gi-Oh is a children's card game, by the way. Next are the 2 spells you might play. It's really only one, but the other I've seen some people tech in sometimes. Here's the effect. When this card is activated, you can add one Therion monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, if your monster will be destroyed by battle, you can send one Therion card or one Endless Engine aggro system from your deck to your graveyard instead. Once per turn, when a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Therion monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So basically it searches your King Regulus and then sets up your King Regulus for recursion by either sending Endless Engine aggro system from your deck to the graveyard, or whenever a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. And speaking of Endless Engine aggro system, personally I feel like you don't really need this card, but again, I've seen some people tech it in. It's like another roundabout way for you to add back your King Regulus from your graveyard to your hand. Or if you're really unlucky and you somehow draw this, so you're able to send your King Regulus from your deck to your graveyard, but then you would only be able to add back your King Regulus next turn. But I don't know, maybe you should just get good and draw King Regulus from the beginning. But those are really the only cards you'll probably play when you play Therions, in Striker at least. So I'm gonna pass it on to Real Life Kevin so he can take it from here. Go ahead, Real Life Kevin. Hi everyone, Real Life Kevin here. If you didn't realize it, Linkage got added, so that completely changes how you play the deck. So there will be an update on how to play Sky Striker Pure with Linkage, because again, it completely changes how you play the deck a lot. But this is my working list for Therions, so we'll go through it. Double Veiler, triple Maxi, 3 Ash, 3 Raye, 1 Rose now, 2 King Regulus, 1 Rhoda, 1 Terraforming, double Gnecco, 1 Afterburners, double Lightning Storm, double Triple Tagus Talent, double Therion This Coliseum, 1 Multi-Roll, double Cyclone, double Call By, 1 Horny Drone, 3 Widow Anchor, 1 Shark Cannon, 3 Linkage, hey, let's go, let's get it, double Imperm, and of course your extra deck. Really is basically the same thing, but now you just add 1 Red Raye. So double Red Raye, 3 Blue Raye, 3 Green Raye, 1 Yellow Raye, double Zeke, 1 Dark, 1 Unicorn, 1 Celine, and then 1 Axis Code Talker. So I'll talk about ratios for a little bit. You're probably wondering, Kevin, why are you playing like random 2-ofs now when you always say play 3 of everything? I think after watching that OCG video and seeing them top, I kind of need to change my mindset for playing this game, I feel.
You know, in TCG land, I think they value consistency over everything, or not consistency over everything, but like the opposite. Does that make sense? Where there's a higher ceiling for everything, so it's better to play, I guess, random stuff like that. But then again, that doesn't matter if you just have Max E, right? So in TCG land, I think they hit consistency stuff when everyone's trying to be consistent. But then in OCG land with Max E, you're just gonna draw the random one up anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? But I never resolve my Max E because Call by exists, and I hate this card so much. But I'm playing 2 Therion King Regulus. I think 2 is probably enough. 3 is maybe too much because by itself it's a free negate and it's only basically just once per turn, right? So it's not. It's kind of like DPE, where it's not exactly your plan A, but it's like a complement to what Striker already does. And what makes it, I think, slightly more synergistic is that you can shotgun this negate for free. Like DPE, you kind of like destroy cards. Sometimes you don't want to destroy. So Therion King Regulus is a lot better because again, it's like more free negate. I'm only playing 2 field spell. Again, I don't know. I don't think I would like to play 3. I know some people do play 3. Maybe 3 is too much because again, this by itself does, like, yeah, it's a free negate, but then at the same time you also need to rely on having like a link in graveyard, right? Sometimes you're screwed. For example, you draw this and like somehow, some way you don't have a starter card like Linkage or whatever. Because remember, Linkage is free, but it's not free, right? Because you need to send another card you control to the graveyard. So control means it needs to be on field, not like through hand. So yeah, I think 2 is fine. But then you can just play the 3rd, you know, Terraforming, which basically is like a 3rd Disc Coliseum anyways, but fills up your graveyard. Otherwise, I think it's fairly standard, nothing too crazy at the moment. Just so you guys know, but this list is tentative, right? It'll obviously change as the meta goes on, or whatever I feel is more comfortable. Maybe like triple tax talent isn't that great or something like that. So anyways, let's look at some gameplay. Alrighty. So wasn't that fun and interesting? Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff down below. And of course, thank you to all my channel members for supporting me. And please look forward to the updated Sky Striker guide with linkage, because that changes, again, literally everything, as you can see. Alright, bye-bye. Jane. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and sub for me, please.